Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We got game number 150 and game number 2 of a 4-game series, and game number 2 of the doubleheader between the New York Yankees and Detroit Tigers. Battle for the American League pennant. The Yankees will bring out in game number 2 the identical lineup that they had in game 1, except for Johnny Blanchard playing first, batting leadoff, playing second base Bobby Richardson, batting second, playing shortstop Tony Kubek, batting third, playing right field Roger Maris, batting fourth, playing center field's Mickey Mantle, batting fifth, playing first base is Bill Skowron, batting sixth, playing left field instead of Yogi's Johnny Blanchard, batting seventh and doing the catching is Elston Howard, batting eighth and playing third base is Clint Boyer, batting ninth and doing the pitching is Bud Daly. Let's take a look at the Detroit Tigers starting lineup here for game number 2. They made a few changes. You got leading off playing shortstop Chico Fernandez, batting second playing center field Bill Burton, batting third playing right field Al KLINE, batting fourth playing left field Rocky Calavita, batting fifth playing first base is Norm Cash, batting sixth playing third base is Steve Burris, batting seventh and doing the catching is Dick Brown, batting eighth playing second base is Jake Wood, and batting ninth and doing the pitching for the Tigers is Ron KLINE. Let's get down here to Tiger Stadium, get this game started. Ron KLINE was acquired from the Angels. This is his sixth start for the Tigers, and he's got a 2.45 ERA. He's 3-1, and he's got one complete game. First batter he'll be facing is Bobby Richardson, batting .255. He's got 3 home runs, 58 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch from Bobby, and that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Nice way to start this game for the Yanks. Goes the other way with it, drives it in the right field. Al KLINE gets over, is going to hold Bobby to a single. And now we got Tony Kubek up with Richardson down at first. And Tony's batting .276 on the year, 6 home runs, 56 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Tony. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Rocky Calavito and left. Bobby will get back to first. We got one out now, 4-1 them boys. Roger Maris batting .272, folks, 69 home runs. Can he get number 70 with 138 RBIs and give the Yankees a 2-0 lead? And no, he gets under that one, pops it up. That's a mile high. Fernandez is waiting for it to come down at short. He makes the catch. That's out number 2. Here comes Mickey Mantle. Can he do something here with 2 outs? Mick's batting .305. He's got 48 home runs of his own and 140 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Fernandez is going to fire over to first and retire Mick and the side. Bobby Richardson single gets stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the first. Yankees nothing. Fernandez, Burton, KLINE due up here against Bud Daly. This is Bud Daly's 15th start of the year. He's got a 3.86 ERA. He's 8-3 on the year for the Yankees, and he's got one complete game. And the first batter he'll be facing is Chico Fernandez, batting .251, 4 home runs, 37 RBIs. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. Howard makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Bill Burton. And Burton's batting .281, 28 home runs, and 74 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Roger Maris makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down for the Tigers. Brings up Al KLINE, batting .302, 16 home runs, 84 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out the Mick in center. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers. We get to the top of the second. It's no score. We got Scowen, Blanchard, and Howard due up. Moose is batting 271, 39 home runs, and 134 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Nice piece of hitting by the Moose. He gets aboard here with a leadoff single. And that'll bring up Johnny Blanchard. Johnny Blanchard batting 269. He's got 23 home runs on the season, 54 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Blanchard. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Fernandez is up with it. Nice play over the wood, over to Cash. That's a 6-4-3 double play. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Howard. Howard's batting 344, 16 home runs, 73 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3, Kline's first strikeout. And the Yankees, the leadoff single comes to nothing. We go to the bottom of the second. You got Colavito, Cash, and Burris due up here against Daley. Rocky's batting 324. He's got 45 home runs, 136 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. Colavito trots on down the first, and that'll bring up Norm Cash. And Norm is batting 339 on the year, 42 home runs, and 137 RBIs. Here's the Cash, and that's going to be a ball for the Norm Cash. But Daley walks the 2 C's, Colavito and Cash. Brings up Steve Burris. Can he get out of this mess here, folks? Nobody out. Runners on first and second. And Burris is batting 255, 3 home runs, 44 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball. Ground ball down the third. Boyer's going to step on third base and fire over to first for a 5-5-3 double play. And that'll have Cash down at second with 2 outs now for Dick Brown. So Bud Daley may be able to get out of this inning. Dick Brown batting 248 with 12 home runs and 60 RBIs. And that's going to be a wild pitch. And that'll send Cash down the third with 2 outs. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Dick Brown. And that's going to be costly. That's going to be a single in the left field. That's going to score the first run. And it's 1-0 Detroit with Brown down at first. Wood at the plate. And Jake Woods batting 241, 14 home runs, 78 RBIs. And that's going to be a single in the center field, and that'll get Brown down the third. And all of a sudden here with 2 outs, Daley can't get out of this inning. Got the double play, or this could be a big inning. Hey, Beatles. Oh, cool. Glad to hear it, bud. And that'll bring up Ron Kline. He's only batting 071 on the year. And he doesn't have any RBIs. So let's see if Mr. Daley can get out of this mess with only 1 run scoring. And yes, he can, because that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And he's going to go to short way over to second. But 1 run scores on the RBI single by Brown. And the Tigers take a 1-0 lead here going into the top of the third. We got Boyer, Daley, and then back to the top of the lineup in Bobby Richardson. Boyer's batting 222, 11 home runs, 52 RBIs. Can he set the table here in the third and get that run right back? And now that's going to be popped up in the foul territory behind home plate. Brown takes the mask off, makes the catch for out number 1. Here comes Bud Daley up to the plate. And Daley's batting 067. He's 2 for 30 on the year with 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Colavito's got it. So quick 2 outs here in the third. We're back to the top of the order. Bobby Richardson started this game off with a single. Can he do it again here? Keep this inning alive. And yes, he can. That's a base hit up the middle. And Bobby Richardson's back down at first for the second time today. Now can Quebec keep it alive here? Tony flew out to Colavito's first time up. And that's going to be a Bobby Richards takes off for second. Here's the throw from Dick Brown. And they get him, folks. So that ends the inning with Tony Quebec still at the plate. They throw Bobby Richardson out. I don't blame him. 2 outs trying to get in the scoring position. That'll leave Quebec the lead off for the M&M boys. I don't think that's a bad try there. I won't yell at him for that. And now we got the top of the order due up here for the Tigers. Fernandez, Burton, and Kline. Fernandez is 0 for 1, popped up behind home plate. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. That'll be out number 1. That'll bring up Bill Burton. And Bill is 0 for 1. He flew out to Rogers first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Boyer. 2 up and 2 down here in the third. That'll bring up Al KLINE now with nobody on and 2 outs. KLINE flew out to Mick his first time. And he gets a hold of this one, though, folks, off of Bud Daly. And that ball is hit into left field. He makes a wide turn, but he'll stop at first with a 2-out single. And that'll bring up Rocky Colavito. And Al KLINE's taking off for second. I don't know how smart that is with Colavito up. Here's the throw down the second by Howard. And unlike Richardson, he's in there safely. So now you got a runner in scoring position for Rocky Colavito. He walked his first time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That was called a strike, that last pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Sorry, down the first. Scourin's got it. Tosses over to Bud Daly covering. And that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 1-0 Tigers. We got Quebec and then the M&M boys. Marris and Mantle do up. Tony 0 for 1 today. He flew out the left. Can he get on base for the M&M boys? And yes, he can. He squares this one up, folks. And he ain't getting on base because that ball is high, that ball is far, that ball is going. Wow. Tony Quebec takes care of matters himself and ties this game up with his 7th home run of the year, folks. It's 1-1. Now here comes the M&M boys with nobody on and no outs. Roger looking for number 70 here today, folks. 69 home runs on the year. Can he get number 70 and give the Yankees the lead? He popped up the short, got under the last one. It was a mile high. If he can square it up, he can do it. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first base. Cash takes it himself, and that'll be out number 1. That'll bring up the Mick now with 1 out and nobody on. And Mickey grounded out the shortest first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball down the left field line. And Burris makes a nice stab at it and catches it and robs Mick of a hit. And that's just the way things have been going for Mick. Now it brings up Scourin. He's 1 for 1, singled his first time up. Can he get a 2-out rally started here for the Yankees? And no, that's going to be a fly ball out to Colavito. And that'll end the inning. But Tony Quebec with his 7th home run of the year ties this ball game up, folks. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 1 apiece. Cash, Burris, and Brown do up here against Daly. Norm walked his first time up, came around the score. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. He fires over to first for out number 1. And up comes Steve Burris. And Burris grounded into a double play his first time up. Here's the pitch to Steve. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Burris gets aboard here with 1 out. That brings up Dick Brown. And they get a ground ball out of Brown for a double play. He drove in the lone run for the Tigers so far. Here's the pitch to Brown. And he blasts that ball into right field. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. Just like that, the Tigers regain the lead. It's 3-1 on Dick Brown's 13th home run of the season, folks. Now there's nobody on and 1 out for Jake Wood. Wood singled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball down the left field line. Nice play by Boyer. Robs Wood of a base hit. 2 down now. Here comes Ron KLINE. And he grounded out to short his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the inning. But the Tigers scored 2 on the 2-run homer by Brown and lead this game 3-1. We got Blanchard, Howard, and Boyer due up here against Brown. Can they get these runs back after just tying it up? Johnny's 0 for 1. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. This balls are flying out of Tiger Stadium today, folks. In game 1 and now in game 2. Cuts the lead to 1. It's 3-2 on Blanchard. That was Johnny's 24th home run of the year, folks. That brings up Howard now. He struck out his first time up. Can Howard go back-to-back jacks and tie this up? No, he gets that ball and drives it down the third, but Burris is there. Fires over the first for out number 1. That'll bring up Mr. Boyer. Can he get aboard here with 1 out? He popped up to the catcher his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Burton in center field. And that's 2 down. And now Bud Daly, can he get a 2-out rally going? And Daly flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the inning. But Johnny Blanchard cuts the lead to 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th with a home run. We got the top of the order due up here for the Tigers. Fernandez, Burton, and KLINE. Fernandez is 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a base on balls. Don't want to do that. Walk him. Be batting .250 on the year. Brings up Bill Burton. You get a ground ball out of Bill here and double him up. A lot of speed, though, at the plate and on first. Burton's flown out and grounded out. And he's not grounding out this time. That's a single in the right field. And Fernandez speed, he'll make it down the third easily. We got first and third here, folks, with nobody out. The Yankees will bring the infield in with KLINE, trying to cut the run off. KLINE's 1 for 2 with a stolen base. Here's the pitch to Al. And that's going to be another base hit, I believe, in the left field. That'll score Fernandez. Burton will stop at second. And all of a sudden, Bud Daly's got himself in a heap of trouble here in the 5th. First and second, and still nobody out. And here comes the big boys, Calavito and Cash. A ground ball, though, could get a double play out of Calavito. He's walked and grounded out to first. And that is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout for Bud Daly here, trying to keep us a 2-run game. Brings up Norm Cash. Norm's no speedster either. He grounded out and walked his first time up. And that is hit back to the mound, I believe. It sure is. Daly spins around, fires down the cue back over to Scour. That's a 1-6-3 double play. So Daly gets himself in a mess and gets out of it with only 1 run scoring thanks to turning a double play. So it's 4-2 Tigers. You got the top of the order due up here. Richardson, Quebec, and Marris. Can they scratch their way back into this game, folks? Down by 2. Bobby's a perfect 2 for 2 today. Can he keep it up? No, he can't. That's going to be a ground ball down the Burris at third. That'll be out number 1. So it's up to Tony Kubek to set the table up here for the M&M boys and bring the tying run to the plate. Tony took care of matters himself his last time up. He homered to get the Yankees a 3-2 deficit. Here's the pitch to Kubek. Can he get on board here, folks? And yes, he can. He turns on that pitch, drives that down the first base line. KLINE gets over there in a hurry. He cuts it off. Kubek's not going to try stretching it into a double with MARRIS up next. So you got Kubek down at second. MARRIS at the plate. He's 0 for 2, looking for number 70. One swinging a bat here, folks, and it's a tie ball game. And no, that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Roger was going for number 70, that's for sure. Now it's up to Mick. We need a 2-out base hit to keep this 6th inning alive. He's 0 for 2. He is definitely due, folks. And they walk him. KLINE doesn't want a thing to do with Mantle. So now we got first and second for the Moose. He has delivered so many times in this situation, folks. Can he do it again? It's 1 for 2. He singled, flown out to Calavito. One swing and a bat here, and Moose can give the Yankees a lead. He's looking for number 40 on the year. Can he get it? No, that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. KLINE strikes him out. The Yankees leave 2 on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Yankees trailing 4-2. You got Burris, Brown, and Wood due up here in the bottom of the 6th. And Steve is 1 for 2. Grounded into a double play and singled his last time up, came around to score. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's Daley's 3rd strikeout of the game. And we got Dick Brown coming to the plate. He's 2 for 2 with a homer and an RBI single, folks. Got to be careful here. And that's going to be a single in the center field. Brown perfect, 3 for 3 today. He's figured out Bud Daley. And that'll bring up Jake Wood. Can they get a double play and get out of this inning? Wood singled and popped up the 3rd. And that's going to be another base on ball. Not what you want. That is the 4th walk by Daley. That puts a runner in scoring position for KLINE. And up by 2. He's going to swing away with first and second, folks. See what he can do here. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. And that's going to be another swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a 2 outs. That's a big one. That'll bring up Fernandez. Can Daley get out of this 6th inning with the score still 4-2? Fernandez is 0 for 2. He's walked, popped up to the catcher, and flown out the Mick. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Daley's up with it. Fires over to first. That'll end the inning. The Tigers leave 2. It's still 4-2 as we go to the 7th. We got Blanchard, Howard, and Boyer, the bottom part of the order, due up here against KLINE. Can they get something going, folks? Be nice at least to get 1 run here in the 7th. Make it a little easier on the Yankees. And Johnny Blanchard homered his last time up, folks. Can he do her again? Back-to-back jacks. And no, that's a deep fly ball out the left field, but Calavito's got room out there for out number 1. That brings up Elston Howard. Can he get on base here and start a 1-out rally? He struck out and grounded out. And that is going to be a base hit in the center field. Nice piece of hitting by Howard. He's done this all year, folks. He's aboard with a single with 1 out for Boyer. And can Boyer do something? He's 0 for 2, popped up and flown out to Burton. And that's going to be a single in the left. And the runner's going to stop at second. And now we'll probably have a pitcher here for Bud Daley. First and second and 1 out. I think it's going to be Yogi Bear is going to come out of the dugout. Pitch hit here for Daley. And Yogi do something here with the runner in scoring position, 1 out. Yogi's batting .308 on the year, 26 home runs, 70 RBIs. Can he get at least number 71 here, folks? Here's the pitch to Yogi. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. It's up to Bobby Richardson now with 2 outs and 2-1. Get the Yankees a run here. They need to cash in on this. First and second and 1 out. They need to get something. Now there's 2 outs. Bobby's 2 for 3. He singled twice and grounded out. And that ball is well hit. Bobby Richardson's having one hell of a game, folks. And that ball is hit into the gap in left field. And that's going to score 2 runners, folks. And the Yankees are going to tie this ball game up with a 2-out double by Bobby Richardson. He's standing down at second, and it's a 4-4 ball game, folks. Nice job. Bobby coming through when you need him. Now Tony Kubek, who's having a fine game. He's got Bobby Richardson down at second. He's 2 for 3 with a homer. Can he drive in Bobby and get the Yankees the lead here, folks? And no, that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Boris fires across the diamond to get Kubek. But the Yankees scored 2 on a 2 RBI double by Richardson. And we make it to the 7th inning stretch. We got a lefty and then 2 righties due up here for the Yanks. Let's see who they're going to go to here. They might go to Raleigh Shelton. Let's see who they might go with. Let's see here. Shelton's going to come out of the bullpen, maybe. That's who's coming out of the bullpen. Sheldon's coming out of the bullpen. He'll face the lefty to start off with, but then you got 2 righties following him. See if he can keep this a tie ball game. Sheldon, this is his 29th game. He's got a 3.22 ERA. He's like 11-6. And so let's see what he can do here against Burton, KLINE, and Calavita. Bill's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. And he's going to hit a fly ball into center field, and Mick's got to get on his horse. He chases that down. Nice play by Mick. Saves a base hit. Sheldon got to appreciate that defense. 1 out now for Al KLINE. He's having a good game. He's 2 for 3. An RBI and a stolen base. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. He fires over to first. Now it'll be out number 2. Here comes Rocky now. And Calavito's 0 for 2. He did walk, grounded out the first and struck out. And that's going to be another strikeout. Sheldon comes in, does a nice job. Keeps this a 4-4 ball game. We got the M&M boys coming up. MARRIS, Mano, and Scourin against KLINE. Can he hold this game intact? He's due up 5th, so he might have a short leash here. Rogers 0 for 3 today. He's grounded out, struck out, and popped up. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks. You have just witnessed the first batter in history of Major League Baseball that hit 70 home runs in a season. Roger Maris. He stands all alone. Nobody else in Major League history up until 1961 has ever hit 70 home runs. That ball's flying out of here today, ain't it, Beatles? It was flying out in game number 1, too. And the Yankees take a 5-4 lead. And that brings up Mick. He's 0 for 2. He did walk his last time up. See if Mick can do it back to back and give the Yanks a little insurance run here, folks. And no, that's going to be a ground ball down to Jake Wood. He fires over to first, and that won't end the inning. That'll be the first out of this inning. Now we got Scouring up. He's 1 for 3, flown out and struck out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Burton for out number 2. So it's up to Johnny Blanchard to keep this 8th inning going here and try to give Yankees some insurance run. He's 1 for 3 today with a homer. Can he do it again? Hit number 2 on this day. And no, but that will be a single in the center field. He keeps this inning alive for Mr. Howard. See if Elston can come through here with a 2-out RBI hit. It'll take a good hit to score Johnny. He doesn't have a lot of speed. And a matter of fact, what we're going to do here, we're going to pitch run for Blanchard. We're going to bring in Jack Reed's going to pitch run for Blanchard and stay in the game and play left field. I'll add some defense and some speed. See what happens here. No Astros this year. That's right, Beatles. Yeah, that's for sure. 70 home runs before game 154. So Jack Reed will come out here and pitch run for Blanchard. And like I say, stay in the game and play left field. Let's see if Howard now, a double will score Reed easy. See if Elston Howard can come through here. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that might be it for Mr. KLINE. Runners on first and second and 2 outs. And that'll bring up Boyer. Let's see here. You've got Boyer, and then you'll have a pitch hitter for Sheldon if it keeps going. Let's see who the Tigers going to bring out. Pitch here to Boyer. Line looks like he just ran into a brick wall. He's out of gas. And they're going to bring in Bob Bruce is going to come in the pitch here. Try to get out of this inning with nobody else scoring. Like I say, he'll be facing Boyer, hoping that's the only batter he's got to face. So KLINE goes. Through the 7th inning here. And he's trailing, so he won't be able to win this game. So Bob Boyer now with runners on first and second. A base hit will score Reed, I would think. Boyer is 1 for 3. He did single his last time up and came around the score. Can he get a key RBI here, folks? Here's the pitch to Boyer. And that is going to be a base on balls. Boyer walks on down the first. And now who is the Yankees going to bring up here to pitch hit, folks? Because that's going to be it for Sheldon. He goes 7 innings, gives up 4 runs on 8 hits. Nice piece of pitching by Sheldon. Well, Sheldon didn't. Daley did, but he pitched 1 inning. We've already used Yogi as a pitch hitter. Let's see who we're going to go with now. The only lefty we got on the bench is Bob Howe. I'm thinking about going, even though it's not a lefty, I'm thinking about going with Bob Serve here. Let Bob try to drive in some runs with the bases loaded. That's who we're going with. Bob Serve's going to come up here. Can he get a key base hit and probably drive in too? Take a decent hit to drive in Howard from second, but there's 2 outs, so he'll be off with the pitch. Hey, 007. So let's see if Bob can come through. He's batting .276 on the year. He's got 6 home runs and 19 RBIs. Can he at least get number 20 here and give the Yankees a 2-run lead? Here's the pitch to Bob. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Yankees leave the bases loaded. They score 1 on the home run by MARRIS and lead this game 5-4. But it could have been a lot worse. And Luis is going to come out of the bullpen here and try to get a 2-inning save here, folks. He'll be facing Cash, Burris, and Brown. The Yankees win this game, folks. It knocks the magic number down to 2. And Jack will stay in the game and play left field. That shores up the outfield a little bit. And now, like I say, Cash, Burris, and Brown to face Luis here. This is Luis's 54th game, 2.45 ERA. He's 4-4 going for save number 38. He's got 37 on the year. Cash is 0 for 2 with a walk and grounded out twice. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice piece of pitching by Luis. Out number 1. It was a big one. Norm Cash, one swinging a bat, and he could have tied her up. Now it's Steve Burris. He's 1 for 3 today. He's grounded out, struck out, and singled. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jack Reed. Of course, as soon as you put somebody in the ball game, the ball finds them. Reed makes a nice play. That's what they put him out there for. And that's out number 2. That'll bring up Dick Brown. He's 3 for 3. He's sad to see Bud Daly go. Let's see if Luis can finally get him out of here. And no, that's a base on balls. So Brown still perfect. 3 for 3 with a walk now. Brings up Jake Wood. Go ahead run to the plate. Tying run down at first. Jake's 1 for 2 today. He singled, popped up, and walked. And that'll be a ground ball down the second. He'll go to short way over to Quebec, and that'll end the inning. The Yankees avoid the run. Brown gets stranded at first. We go to the top of the 9th. Bruce is still on the mound. He's due to lead off. He'll face Richardson, Quebec, and MARRIS. Bobby's having a hell of a game. He's 3 for 4 today with 2 RBIs. Can he be 4 for 5? Here's the pitch to Bobby. And no, that's going to be a ground ball down the Cash. Simple ground ball. Takes it himself for out number 1. Brings up Tony Quebec. He's also had a nice game here today. He's 2 for 4. A homer and an RBI. Here's the pitch to Quebec. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. And Burton doesn't get a good jump on it. It falls off his glove. That's going to be an E8, folks. Quebec on. Hey, Mike, with an E8 for the big boys. You don't want to do that. Bob Bruce, is out there with his head hanging down. They know this game. I thought they had the sweep, but they know they can't lose 2 games to the Yankees in this series. And here's Roger Maris, who just moments ago hit number 70 on the year, folks. Can he get number 71 or at least a base hit to keep this 9th inning alive? A double would probably score Quebec. Here's the pitch to Roger. And that's going to be a base on balls. He don't want no parts of Roger. Now it's up to Mick. And Mick, like I keep saying, is overdue now. And now you got a runner in scoring position. 2 outs for the Mick. It would be nice to see him start hitting, folks, before we make it into the World Series. If they get there, here's the pitch. And they don't want nothing to do with the Mick. Bob has just walked the bases loaded, folks, for the Moose. They had this an inning ago or so before, and they struck out Bob Serve as a pitch hitter. Can Moose come through here and get some insurance runs for Luis in the bottom of the 9th? Scouring is 1 for 4. He singled, flown out the left, struck out, and flown out the center. And here's the pitch to Scouron. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field, folks. That's going to score 2. And Mick's going to end up down at third. Nice piece of hitting by Scourin. That gives the Yankees a 3-run lead. And Luis will appreciate that. And still 1st and 3rd and 2 outs. Mick down at third, Scouring at first. And that brings up Jake Reed. This will be his first plate appearance. He's batting 143. He came in to pitch run for Blanchard and stayed out in left field to play. Here's the pitch to Jack rather. And that's going to be a ground ball down to the mound. He tosses it over to first, but the Yankees scored two and make it a 7-4 ball game, folks, as we go to the bottom of the ninth. We'll have a pitch hitter for Bruce, Fernandez, and then Burton. See who's going to come off the bench here and pitch hit. Oh, that was only 2 outs. I messed that all up. Sorry. Howard's still up, huh? Here, I thought that was the last out, so let's redo that. I was thinking there was already 2 outs in this inning. So let's see, with 2 outs, was that a double play ball? I didn't look and see if that, because I thought there was already 3 outs. So let's go back, since I thought that was the 3rd out. So he looks Mick back the 3rd, fires over the 1st, so it's going to be 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs for Howard. Sorry about that. Let's do this again. So that was a ground ball back to the mound. The runner on third's going to hold. So now we got 2nd and 3rd for Howard up. Get it straight now. Now Howard's 1 for 3. He's walked, struck out, and grounded out. And that's going to be a base hit. And the Yankees bust this game open, folks. That ball is hit in the left center field. Burton gets over there, and that'll score 2 more runs. And now it's a 9-4 ball game. How I just had to pour Tigers out of this mess with a 7-4. It's 9-4. And Howard down at first. And Tiger season is coming to an end, I believe. Here's Boyer up. He's 1 for 3 today. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Howard will stop at second, and they got to take Bruce out. He's supposed to lead off the inning, but they can't keep this up. And I think Reagan's going to come in. See what feel. He might have pitched in game number 1, so he might not be able to pitch here. Let's see. Manny Montajo is going to come in here and pitch. The 1 batter. All right, let's see if Manny can get out of this inning here. This is his 9th game of the year. He's got a 1.17 ERA. Here's the pitch to Luis. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that finally ends the inning. Now I got it right. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 9-4. We're going to have a pitch hitter and then the top of the order due up here for Luis. And let's see, he's going to come off the bench here. I think Morton's going to come off the bench. Old Bubba. Try to start a 9th inning rally here. Down by 3 or 5 now. That's right. They scored 2 more runs when I thought the inning was over. Where's Morton at? Problem with this expanded roster, everybody. There's Bubba. And Bubba's batting .245 on the year. He's got 1 home run and 5 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Bubba. And that's going to be a ground ball, pop up down the third. Nice play by Boyer. Just robbed Morton of a base hit. Nice job, Boyer. So now there's 1 out for Fernandez up now. And he is 0 for 3 with a walk on the game. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Reed. That is out number 2. Yankees now 1 out away from winning this game. It's up to Bill Burton to keep it alive here for the Tigers. He's 1 for 4 today. And that'll be a base on balls. Don't want to start that. Burton trots on down the first. The Tigers need base runners. Here comes the big boys. The first one's KLINE. He's having a good game. He's 2 for 4 with an RBI and a stolen base. Here's the pitch to Al. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. And Burton, with his speed, is going to end up down to third. So now we got first and third and 2 outs. With Burton at third, KLINE at first. And on the 2-0 pitch, KLINE's taking off for second. His run means absolutely nothing, but there he goes, folks. The throw down to second for Howard. Richardson over to apply the tag, and he's in there safely. It's 2 balls and 1 strike on Calavito. He's 0 for 3. 1 swing of the bat here, folks, and this game is interesting. Calavito's got 45 home runs on the year. Here's the pitch to Rocky. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Mick tracks that one down and robs Calavito of a single and probably a double. And that's your ball game. Nice play, Mickey. Man, he's not doing it at the plate. Yankees win this game 9-4. Magic number down to 2. And Roger gets number 70. Couldn't get much better for the Yankees in this doubleheader. They sweep the Tigers. Let's take a look at the box score here. They won the first game 8-2. The second game 9-4. The Yankees 9 runs on 14 hits and no errors. The Tigers 4 runs on 9 hits and an error. Quebec and Bobby Richardson getting on base. We're 5 for 10 on this game, folks. Roger Maris 1 for 4 with the home run, making it number 70. Scourin and Blanchard and Howard and Boyer all had 2 hits. It was a hitting machine for the Yankees. 3 for 9 with runners in scoring position. You had Quebec and Blanchard hitting home runs. Yankees were left 9 men on base. KLINE had a nice game along with Dick Brown. Dick Brown was a perfect 3 for 3 with a base on balls and 3 RBIs. He was a one-man show. Tigers are only 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. They had their opportunities. They left 9 men on base. Bud Daley pitches 6 innings, doesn't get a decision, and gives up 8 hits, 4 runs, walked 4, and struck out 4. Gave up the 1 home run. Sheldon comes in, pitches 1 inning, picks up his 12th win of the year with 6 losses, struck out 1. And Luis Aurora comes in, gets his 38th save, 2 innings, 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 1. Made it interesting, as he normally does in the 9th. No, not technically, Big Cliff. I mean, I thought they clinched at the beginning of September when they took 2 out of 3 against the Tigers and got it up to an 11 or 12 game lead, but no, they haven't mathematically clinched. Like I say, the magic number should be 2 now. We'll do some fast play here in the American League. You got the Orioles traveling to Boston. Their magic number was 2. So I don't know if those 2 wins by the Yankees eliminated them or if their magic numbers won. But obviously they got to win this game in Boston to keep their hopes alive. Darn, Big Clue, man. Getting cold in here, Big Clue. And the Orioles blanked the Red Sox. 6 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Boston, no runs on 4 hits and an error. And the Angels traveled to the Windy City to take on the White Sox. White Sox took 2 out of 3 from the Yanks. They swept them in a doubleheader. See what they can do with the Angels. And they beat the Angels. The Angels 5 runs on 15 hits and an error. The White Sox 7 runs on 9 hits and an error. Minnie Mioso 3 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Nice job. Then the Twins will travel to Cleveland to take on the Tribe. See what happens up here by the lake. And the Indians win. Let's see what the star is. Probably 4 errors on the Twins. Yep. The Twins 4 runs, 10 hits, and 4 errors. The Indians 7 runs, 9 hits, and an error. And the last game in the American League is the A's traveling to D.C. to take on the Senators for the battle for last place. A's trying to avoid a 100-loss season, but it doesn't happen as they get blanked. The A's are now 48 and 100. No runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. The Senators 2 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. Let's take a look here at the American League standings and the leaderboard after September 15th. And you got the Yankees are now 11.5 games up on the Tigers. And let's see if the Orioles have been eliminated, folks. Yep. With those 2 wins, the Yankees eliminated the Orioles with sweeping the Tigers. So it's a 2-man race. And again, I think it's down to 2 games now, I believe. It's a 2-game magic number for the Yankees. They win 1 more game in this series, and it is over. The fat lady will be singing. Yep, magic number for the Tigers is 2 games. They have to sweep the final 2 games to stay alive. You got the White Sox are now 19 games back. The Twins 25.5 games back. The Angels 36 games back. The Red Sox 39.5 games back. The Tribe 45.5. The Senators 54 games back. And the poor A's 56 games back with a 100-loss season. Elston Howard increases his batting average to 346. And Norm Cash drops down to 337. And Roger Maris just hit number 70 today, folks. Mix there with 140 RBIs. Roger's catching him. He's up to 139. Norm Cash and Jim Gentile's got 137. And then you got Colavito and Skowron with 136. So that RBI race is tight. Roger might get 2/3 of the Triple Crown. Take a look here at the pitchings. You got Don Lee with the Twins. He's leading the American League and the major leagues with a 2.24 ERA. You got Jim Bunning and Whitey Ford with 22 wins on the year. Luis just picked up his 38th save. Roger leading the American League in MVP voting. Bill Stafford still ahead of Whitey Ford and Jim Bunning in the Cy Young race. Roger Maris is hitting 333 in his last 12 games. Rocky Colavito hitting 405. Al KLINE hitting 413. But they can't find a way to beat the Yanks. Johnny Blanchard hitting 455 in his last 8 games, folks. Elston Howard hitting 381. So those bad boys for the Yankees. Look at that. Everybody that's hot is with the Tigers and the Yanks. That's for sure. Look at Don Larson, pitched another great game. He has pitched well since he's joined the White Sox. All righty, I want to thank Big Clue. Check out Beatles Eternally's great channel, Mike's great channel. 007, check out his great channel. It says he's going live today at 5 o'clock, folks. So check that out at 5 o'clock. I believe that was everybody. I want to thank you all for stopping by here at Tiger Stadium. The next game is going to be the Braves going out to LA to take on the Dodgers. And we got a battle of two of the greatest lefties of baseball, folks. We got Warren Spahn going up against Sandy Koufax. Should be a heck of a game out in LA. The Braves are only up by 6 games over the Giants. They can't afford to lose. They get ready to play the Giants in a 3-game series. Live at 5. That's right, Big Clue. 6.5 games up on the Giants. The Dodgers did the Braves a big favor and took 3 out of 4 from the Giants. Let's see if they can do them a favor and lose 3 out of 4. See how many games they played the Dodgers. I think they played the Dodgers 3 games. See if the Dodgers help them out and keep their rivals from making the World Series. So they play twice, Lou Burdette and Craig. And then it's Wiley against Drysdale. And then the Braves go down up the coast to play the Giants after that. So a 3-game series against the Dodgers. Let's see if the Braves can at least take 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers. All righty, folks. Until next time, y'all have a great afternoon and you take care.